What is up, everybody? It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Thursday, Transtrim Thursday, 8:06 p.m. Let's get started. Everybody got their Star Wars gear on? Got my Darth Vader shirt? Got the lightsaber going? we're good to go. Let's see. Let's get a couple people in here. We have from the Windy City, Mr. R2R3.
Woo!
What is going on, my man?
Not much, man. What's happening?
You know, chilling. May the 4th.
Darth Vader, and may the 4th be with you.
Yes, sir.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
You a Star Wars fan?
I used to be. No, I still am.
Like, how can you used to be? All right.
Throw off people when you say they used to be. What?
We have also from the Great White North, we have Mr. Smytree Trev. There we go.
Windu for the win.
Wait a minute.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
All
right.
You guys are going to pull out your sabers. Hey, now.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which. It's getting a little hot back there, you know.
The dueling banjos.
All right, that'll probably fall over a little bit later. All right. I know that's a bit cheesy, but come on, it's May the 4th. You got to have some fun, right?
Once a year. Once a year. We get to play
Once
with
a year.
monsters.
So let me get some lights going here. Give me just a second. There we go. We're starting to look a little more normal now. Get these going here. There we are. Back to normal, right?
There you are.
Let's see. We got a little glare here. There we go. Now we're good to go. That's a bit bright. Or is it just my eyes aren't adjusted from the dark? How's everybody doing?
Another day in paradise here.
Yeah?
Right on, man.
How about everybody in chat? How you guys doing? We had some early rollers in here. You guys were chatting away. Let's scroll up and see who we got. Say hello to the chat. First in was Patty Dill. How's it going, Patty? Good to see you.
Patty in the chat.
Mr. Mick followed very shortly. Going on, Mr. Mick.
Mr. Mick.
Dan Gorman. Nice to see you, Dan.
What's up, Dan?
Graphite and Cigars. I know Graphite and Cigars has probably never seen any Star Wars movie. He's never listened to any Van Halen albums. So he's good to see you, Graphite. Let's see. Ryan Hall is here. Welcome in, Ryan.
What's up, bro?
Brother.
Who else we got? Scrolling here. We have... Let's see. Somebody. Come on. There we go. Tim Thomas is here. Welcome in, Tim.
Tim Thomas. What's up, brother?
Going on down. We have Mr. Rob Blackmore official. How's it going, Rob?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Mr. Stephen Franklin says comes running into the chat screaming, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. You were right on time, man. Welcome in. Good to see you.
What's going
Let's
on,
see.
bro?
Janice is here. Hello, people. How's it going, Janice?
Hello, Janice.
We have No Man's Land is back in the house. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
We have Hip Metal Works. What's going on? Good day, eh?
What's going on?
William Da Silva has stumbled in.
Cheers,
Good to
William.
see you.
Oh, folks, I thought I said, hey, Fox.
Let's see.
Hey,
Who
folks.
else? Who else? Guitar Man 45. What's going on, Bo?
Yo.
Says hello, Ryan. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you. Jimmy Ray Hawkins. I believe that's a new face. Welcome in.
Yeah, Jimmy Ray, man.
How's it going?
You'll
We've
see
got
Jimmy Ray
6.
on Under the Bus Network and all the other.
Okay, very cool.
podcasts.
Thanks for coming over and hanging out with us tonight. We may not be quite as funny as Under the Bus, but, you know, we do our best. Six Fingered Assault is here. Welcome in. He says, hey there, my international brothers and sisters. Very cool, Ryan. Are you
going
able to
on?
dig in the darkness?
He took apart his Kramer.
Yeah. Six Fingered Assault has purchased a 84 Kramer, and he's been posting about all the troubles that he's very disappointed with from the factory. He had a little test video on his channel, and he's looking for some subs. You guys want to check out another Van Halen style channel, guitar playing channel?
Yeah.
Check out Six Fingered Assault. Do we have a link for Six we could post up for him?
Dig that up.
Awesome. Thank you, Trev. Let's see. Who else do we have? Ferd Burfel. Welcome in, man. Good to see you.
Going
Be
on?
back in the chat.
We got Bryce Regal. He's made his way in. Let's see.
Bryce.
What?
Did you see his comment?
That's funny. I was
Thanks,
teasing
Bryce.
R2 in the green room before. I was like, are you going to talk about JC? He's been blasting it everywhere. So I guess we'll get to a little bit of that a little bit later. Let's see.
What's up, Bryce?
Let's see. Did I catch William already? If not, we're catching you again. Welcome in, William.
Yes. Double trouble.
Who else we got?
Ooh. Still unopened from 77? Nice.
Uh-oh. Mr. Quentin James.
Uh-oh.
Mr.
What the-
Paranoid. Mr. Paranoid himself. What's going on, Quentin? You had any bacon this evening?
You got
Let's
a
see.
heart. He got a heart from Michael Nielsen. Congratulations.
Very nice. Who else? We have Lars Guitars here.
What's
Welcome
up,
in,
brother?
Lars Guitars. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Let's see. Who else? And you guys are just rolling the chat tonight.
Trying to see what did we miss.
William Da Silva, Ryan Hall. All right, we are caught up.
I think we
So-
have everybody.
we can get started, right? What's happening, guys?
Sounds like we're drinking in a canteen.
Right? You know,
That
gotta have a little
cantina.
party, little music. That's what that was all about, right?
Yeah, I need some music to wake me up.
Some wake up music. Huh?
Wake up music. I took a little power nap before we came on.
I don't know if I have anything like that. We can.
Need the.
Open the blast doors.
Open the blast doors.
So, being that it is May the 4th, may the 4th be with you. I have organized some guitar-related, Star Wars-related stuff.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Interesting.
Kind of scoured around and found some stuff that I found kind of interesting. So, you guys want to check it out? You got something else to talk about first?
No, let's check this out.
All right.
I envision a C3PO guitar or something, you know? You remember
Maybe.
those old guitar, or not guitar case, I'm thinking guitar case.
Those little toy cases,
Yeah, the figure cases.
You
everyone used
opened
to-
him up and he flopped in half and he had little compartments for all the little...
Wasn't there like a Darth Vader and a C3PO?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So I think very similar to that, somebody made a guitar out of one of them. So first up, we have...
Yeah, there it is.
There it
yes.
is. The Darth Vader Eddie Stripe guitar.
Crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of bridge that is, or how they mounted the pickup and those control knobs, but
Right.
That has to be some kind of Epiphone Les Paul style
I don't know.
neck.
You know,
Gosh,
you gotta admire the ingenuity, I guess, to do something like that. I believe that's the first time I've ever seen a Frankenstein striped Darth Vader.
With graphite cigars. Jesus, no.
No. You wouldn't rock that on stage, GC? Come on now. Oh, goodness. Rob Blackmore says, that looks like a butt plug.
That's what she said.
There we go. Ferd Burfel says, Eddie Van Vader.
Yeah. That's kind of cool, though, I must say.
You know, I'd hang it on the wall. I don't know about playing it.
Right.
Probably plays like crap, but I thought it was kind of interesting looking.
For sure.
So
It's very unique. Never seen something like that before.
those are the droids you're looking for. Exterminate them. You know what?
I've just about had enough of you.
All right. Next up, we have. I don't know what's next. We'll just see. There we go.
The Millennium
Look at
Falcon.
that.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Sort of.
I mean, you're not playing it on your lap, I don't think, are you?
I wouldn't think so, but I mean that
Maybe near classical.
that little communication dish up there. I mean that would get right in the way of your forearm, right?
Now, I wonder if looking at that now, if that's Photoshop or even a real thing.
There's no telling.
Well, when you mention the dish, you look at the dish and the way it's stuck on there. It's kind of like,
Yeah, I don't think that would be very playable. You know, I don't know. Somebody may have put something like that together just to hang on the wall. You know.
yeah, with the Lego version.
Yeah. There we go. Rob says, hang it on the wall of the bathroom. No Man's Land says, if you paint it, you can put the stripes. If you can paint it, you can put the stripes for sure. There we go. Effects pedals built in. Maybe that's what that little communication dish
I'm
is.
sure there's a phaser in there somewhere.
Ryan Hall says he wants it. All right, so next up, we have a Luke and Vader acoustic guitar. It looks like that's an actual Star Wars
Branded.
branded, yeah, guitar. I've never seen such a thing.
Nope.
They'll merchandise anything for these movies, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how.
A sticker, or if it's painted on, or some kind of a fabric top thing. Now I got to think that deco's going to deaden the tone a bit, being an acoustic and all, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure that by the looks of the guitar, it probably didn't have much tone to start with.
It probably shouldn't be played. Another wall.
Yeah,
anchor.
yeah. There we go.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Lack of Van Halen disturbing. Rob thinks it's classy.
Oh.
GNC says, I'm sure the Harley Benton fans will love that. You never know. All right. We ready for next one?
Yep.
We have the Boba Fett Fernandez.
Wow.
Fernando.
It's the Fernando Fett.
Let Laz get his hands on it.
Laz will be running out to get one of those. Of course, he'll probably just take it apart.
Take it apart. Stripe it up.
It'll look like C-3PO in The Empire Strikes Back when he gets blown to bits. You know, it's just laying there in shambles.
Right? Chewbacca comes by, throws them all in a
Puts the
backpack.
neck on backwards. Oh, goodness. $6 free shipping. All right, we have the Yoda
Now we're
Epiphone,
talking.
looks like. Yeah. I don't know. Would you rock any of these? Would you hang these on your wall? I mean, that one actually looks like, you know, that'd be playable.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I think this is the best of the bunch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can there be a best of these?
Well, at least they're still sticking to the original trilogy so far. I mean, you're going to start
Right.
straying into where's the Jar Jar Binks base.
You know, I avoided the Jar Jar Binks stuff. So. That one I would take to the gun range. Maybe he meant the one prior. I don't know. Probably all of them. Rob says at least that one is put together. Guitar Man 45. I don't have any room on my wall.
For something like that.
Not for these anyway, huh? All right, next. I couldn't find a full picture of this, but it's the
Darth Maul.
Maul EMG with some kind of, what does that say? STFU Floyd?
Right.
I don't know. Some
What's
kind
the
of
deal with those
kind of copy.
string lock bolts? They don't have any hex heads on them. Are they just slots? I mean,
What do you mean?
you know the screws you screw into the block to lock down the string.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because we're not down low enough. That's
Yeah,
what I
they're
think.
just cut off by the picture there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Calibrate
It's
that.
got EMGs in it. It might sound good. What do you
I
think?
think that the texture would be kind of funky to deal with.
Right. Yeah, I think most of these are probably just wall hangers.
This one looks playable. You're not gonna, maybe are they just EMG covers? There's nothing actually in there.
Yeah, who knows? Here we go, Rob. Yoda wants you to touch the tip.
That's what she said.
What's going on, Mr. Keith Campbell? Welcome in. Says, hi, kids. Happy Transtream Thursday.
What's
Yeah,
up,
man.
Keith?
Jeez, Keith.
Keith. Welcome in, brother. All right, let's get back. So we got the Darth Maul. Next up, we have... This is pretty cool. I like the graphic on that.
Yeah.
You know, it still looks like a pretty cheap guitar, but I don't know. That's pretty cool. I could maybe
Looks
see
like
that.
it's something you could play with anyways. And set
Yeah.
up to some degree.
You're a big Star Wars fan. I could see that's a pretty cool graphic. I mean, that's very realistic looking, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I take it.
Graphite
so far.
Scar says, just
That's the
because you can does not mean you should.
winner chicken dinner so far.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. There you go. There's R2, R3. There's your...
There it is.
3PO
Yeah.
one.
I knew it wasn't
Does it
just
open up
green.
and have the action figures inside?
You probably open it up and it's got your guitar picks and your, your fingeries and all
Nut
that good
sauce.
stuff. Yeah, your nut sauce. How do you figure they connected that neck? Maybe they reinforced it through there.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, they must have put some kind of base on there.
It's a neck screw. It goes right into his forehead.
Connect the bridge.
Yeah, but that's what that looks like, right? That's that toy that somebody made that out of, right?
The action figure carrying case.
Yeah.
Got to put some kind of a deck thing underneath the bridge to get it.
Let's see.
You put an effort to make it playable, I guess.
There we go. Graphite and Cigar says put R2D2 on an Ibanez and he's all in. I didn't find any with R2 on them. Janice is impressed. Wow. Steven, not so much. Ugliest one yet.
Who's this R2 you speak of?
Definitely not the droids.
My
we're
buddy
looking
sent me
for.
that. Who is this R2, R3 you speak of?
Right? Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Looks like a cake pan. Ryan Hall says with nipples.
He's not wrong.
Silly looking POS. I don't know what kind of things you're into there, Rob, but
Let's go.
are you
the second
advanced level there? Oh goodness. Six fingered, what did I miss? Had to duck out for a moment. Well, let's start over. We'll catch you up real quick.
Couple butt plugs.
All right, you missed this, you missed that, 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 and you missed that. And now we're caught up.
Pretty much. That's the cliff notes anyway.
With nipples. Yeah.
Yes.
You even noticed that until you pointed that out, man.
Yes, Janice, really. Uh-oh. Boner Jam special.
We gotta switch to live chat. Is he here?
I think we all are, GC. Creeped out knowing. Yeah. Wait, he's like, no. We must have misunderstood. You said it, dude. Come on. Yeah, man. Cheers. You're all caught up. All right. I have a couple more, I think.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Carbonite.
Yes, sir. I don't think he's in perfect hibernation, though. Wonder where this is.
Yeah. I was just
Does anybody
gonna
know
say
where this statue is?
It's got to be in Seattle, I think. No,
You think?
I would think.
that. Yeah.
have
Buddy
no
went
idea.
down there and did one of them charcoal rubbing things of his headstone and shit.
Nice. That looks cool.
Sorry. All right. Uh-oh. Steven says this is borderline albatross.
Oh, no.
We don't want to drive you away, Steven. Come on. It's May the 4th. Carman 45 says, looks like one of those heating contraptions from the 1800s. The dude is a mental Picasso.
Yeah. That is impressive.
This is Graphite and Scar says, nah, they would have smoked it if it were in Seattle. All right, next.
Look at that.
Bass player.
Yeah, 4 strings.
And then we got Vader. I don't know what's going on with his Chewbacca arms there.
Right.
Or what they got stuck to his head.
His fingers. What the hell kind of ET fingers going on there? There's a few things going on in that picture.
Yeah. Steven says, bring me to the shed, please.
Oh, man.
I've just about had enough of you.
Janice says, like the coal thing you put under your bed.
Talking about the 3PO guitar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's the force on his hands. Is that what that is?
But he didn't use the force. He used the dark side.
Keith asks, is there a Chewy guitar out there all furry? Probably. I didn't find one. But I think that's all I've got. Yep, that's it. All right. Everybody can clap if that's over.
You can clap. You can clap if you want to. So I have a little something here. I'm sure.
A little something.
A little something for the
What you got?
May the 4th be with you.
All right.
Friend of mine, longtime friend. He's got a YouTube channel. Goes by the name of the Joe Once Project TV.
Mm-hmm.
He came up with a video a while ago back.
Thank you, Quentin. Appreciate it.
I'm sure Quentin have seen this one. I'm going to play this. He made this video for me. Nice fellow, because he knows we're both guitar fans, Van Halen fans, and Star Wars fans. But since it's Star Wars, let me show you this.
Rise, my Sith. I have an important mission for you to do.
How may I serve you, Master?
I need you to find the R2 unit. It has some very important plans that we need to continue our mission.
Hey, kid. Come on over here and check this out. I've got a new mission that we have to do.
Dude, what's happening, Han? We got a new mission, man, bro. Awesome, dude.
Holy shit, kid. Don't get too excited. I need to go find my buddy Lando. He can help us find this damn R2 unit.
Busted. Hey, you know you found the right man to do the job, motherfucker. What's up, Han? Ain't seen you in a long time since Cloud City. You need to find the R2 unit, man. Follow me, motherfucker. I can tell you one thing right now, bitch. If you don't pay me my damn money by the end of this goddamn mission, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. You need some good stuff? Hey, bitch, come here. Now help us find this R2 unit. Help your man out here. Don't let me fuck him up. Bam! There you go, motherfucker. I found him. They don't call me the fastest bounty hunter for nothing.
Listen, Lando, that's not the R2 we're looking for.
What the fuck you talking about, hon? I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch.
Yes, we're talking about this R2.
What the hell is this? Unbelievable, you stupid fool.
There you have it.
You know what's amazing about that? Is we didn't plan that at all.
Plug it in. Yeah, no, that's I can't believe he did that, man. That guy's unbelievable.
That's funny.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
not the R2 you're looking for. Quentin seems to be impressed. He says that was like AI. Lifelike. Oh man. So R2.
Yes.
JC.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
The floor is yours.
Yeah. What happened to JC? that's the.
I don't know. I've heard some different speculations. You know, he was brought in to. He has a history of being brought in to save companies, right? So one theory is that he came in and he saved Gibson, so the job was over. So he stepped down. I hear he stepped down. I hear he was fired. I hear all kinds of different stuff. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, it did bring back some excitement. Back, when did the transition happen? 2018, 2019?
2019, I believe, was the first year. Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I bought that 2018 Gibson Les Paul, that was I think the last year with the old CEO and with the new, and he did a complete overhaul. And when he was at NAMM in 2019, I believe, if everybody was excited, everyone got to meet him. There were YouTubers making videos saying how cool he was, and started showing his history. He was the CEO of Levi's and yada, yada, yada. And I mean, look what happened. I mean, it brought some excitement back into the brand that people were hating. I mean, and you're still going to get the haters out there. It is unfortunate that sometimes you will find a Gibson out there that has flaws. And of course, you know, if you find one, the whole company goes down. Oh, Gibson's terrible. How can they do that? But when you actually find the right one, it took me a long time to find the right Gibson. All the Gibsons that I was playing at Guitar Center were either used. The action was like this far off the fretboard.
Yep.
They weren't set up, and they were from Guitar Center.
Yep.
And even when they were new, I never liked playing them at Guitar Center because they were just nobody would really do anything with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's definitely a search, you know. But like you said, when you find that one, there's nothing quite like.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what happened with the one I have, and I've done numerous videos where people love the color of it. I love the Pelham blue. I mean, it's a maple top and mahogany solid body. There's no weight relief to it. Is that what people want? I'm not going to be playing it live. I'm not going to take it out anywhere. If I were to sit there or stand there for an hour and a half with that thing over my shoulder, I think that would not be fun. But
just real quick, I see a couple faces coming in. GTR 1952, welcome in.
Yo.
And we've got Dennis Ellis. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going, Dennis? Welcome in. We also have Dwight Bailey sneaking in down there. And we have Dan in New Jersey has found his way in.
What's up, brother?
Welcome in, everybody. So we had Quentin James says, my Gibson JC video was spot on. And I must apologize, I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get an alert.
That's pretty much what sparked it. That when I was on the what was it, Johnny's show, or I was just start typing in because I was watching Quentin's video.
Okay.
Thanks to Quentin, I go, wait, what? JC is no longer with Gibson.
Yep.
My speculation with that, I think, like you said, did he come in, do his job, and now it's time to move on, because Cesar, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and Quentin did a great job of trying to pronounce his name in the video, so go ahead and watch that video and you'll see what I'm talking about. And we'll just call him Caesar. I call him Cesar.
Little Caesar. Pizza.
He was the artist relations guy. He was the guy that was bringing all the people that you see right now. I mean, the Kirk Hammett, and who knows, we might see. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to actually see a James Hetfield Explorer.
Right.
I know. See, I got Trev's attention there.
Yeah, you got
that might conflict a bit too much with his snake bite. I don't know. Wouldn't you think, though?
Yeah, but you know what? I think ESP is being very lenient. The only reason why I'm saying that because they're allowing Kirk. Gotta be careful when I say Kirk Hammett He's not in the chat, but shout out there. They're allowing Kirk to have the Epiphone. I'm talking about the Gibson and the ESP, and another guitar player from the Deftones, Steph Carpenter. He's been a long time ESP guitar player.
Well, I
he just
mean,
went to Kiesel.
Why?
So
why wouldn't you though? I mean, you got a name player, you know, a big name player, and they're like, dude, you know, I like your guitars and I like this guitar. I'm gonna play them both.
Yeah.
I prefer this one, so I'll play this one, and I cannot play yours, or I can play them both. You know?
Right. Yeah,
So,
but these
you know.
these artists they don't want to leave that company.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if you guys have heard of Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend's
Lives
a
like 2
Canadian.
miles away.
You know, he's
Literally, same postal code.
there. You go, exactly. And he's been playing. He's been with other guitar companies, PV and all these other guitars, but Framus is his main guitar company that he's been with for so long.
Those guitars
Framus
are
makes
crazy. They stand straight up, right? You
Yeah.
can put it down and it'll stand up like
Right.
that.
And he didn't want to leave Framus because they're top notch quality instruments, but he wanted a headless guitar, and he went with Kiesel, and he asked Framus if it would be okay for him to play another guitar, not to leave the company, but just to
Somebody say
venture out.
headless.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
You know, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, I'm a little biased. You know, this is the only headless guitar, the Steinberger.
Right.
You know, all the rest of
give you
them
that.
can GTFO.
That's what I think of, man, when I think of headless. I think we're old school,
Yeah.
because that's when what we were growing up as teenagers. When we think of headless guitars, we think of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's kind of funny. A lot of people forget about Steinberger now. You know, you got the Strandbergs and the Kiesels and all that.
Kiesel,
Oh,
yeah.
this is so
Ibanez,
innovative.
they're all
You know,
doing
this
that.
headless guitar. Hello. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
I mean, who else? Who was playing those? Vito Bratta, right? From
Uh-huh. Yep.
yeah, he was playing
From White
that.
Lion. He had
White
one.
Lions. Yeah.
A lot of older players had them. You know, they came into style, you know, and everybody had to have one, and then all of a sudden they just kind of faded away. I think there's videos of ZZ Top playing the headless guitar
Yeah.
and the bass, you know, so
Yes.
back in the 80s they were all the rage. You know, it's coming back around. Let's see, I saw a new name. Timothy Lay, welcome in.
What's up, man?
Another one.
Good to see you. Got another one there, Alonzo. There
What's up,
you go.
Alonzo?
May the 4th be with you guys.
See, when you said ZZ Top, man, I have this one vision of ZZ Top. I have many visions, but where you see them spin the guitar on their
Mhm,
whatever they're having, their belt loop or whatever strap-on device. Hey, now,
Ooh. Yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool as a kid watching those videos, spinning the guitar.
spinning the guitar.
We have Zach Thong. It must be intermission during the Leafs game. I know Zach
What's up,
is a
Zach?
Leafs fan. What's the score, Zach? My wife is up there watching, so I haven't heard any hooting and hollering, so it must still be 2-1. So
Let's see if I can find that.
don't get Rob going. I don't know what that means. How's it going, Timothy? Let's see. Alonzo has a question. How do you write riffs? Where do you get the inspiration from? Any advice? I haven't written any riffs in quite some time. For me, it has just kind of been bouncing stuff off of other band members. I'll have an idea and I'll think something sounds good, you know, a little something, and then kind of play it. Other times it just starts flowing out.
Yeah.
I can remember several times at band practice when, the rest of the band would be off, doing their thing, and I would be in there just kind of playing and messing around, and I would get onto a riff, and they would come running in. And they were like, "That sounds great. Keep doing that," and then we just write a song around it. Other times I've just been inspired by somebody else's song, a little riff that sounds good. And I'll say, how can I change that around and come up with something else? So I guess really my only thing is just be yourself and just kind of jam out and play. And when you hear something that catches your ear, just kind of chase it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really good too if you have multiple guitars. Each guitar you pick up makes you feel like playing a certain style.
Different, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Sometimes, you'll pick up a whole new, different guitar, and all of a sudden it just inspires
Something just
you
comes
to do
out
something.
and record it.
Yeah.
Trying a new setting, a new pedal into your amplifier or something. All of a sudden you're just testing something out. That's when I was in my band, that's what would happen. I would find a certain setting, an effect, and I would just be playing something random, and my bass player would go, "Play that again," and I would hear him try to figure it out, and I'm looking at him like, "Dude, it's not a song. It's just I'm just messing around." He goes, "No, do it like this and change it like that." And I'm like, "Okay," and then we start. Boom! There's a song.
Yep. Yeah. That now that you're saying all this stuff, I can remember. There we go. Damn it, Bobby! Get off that man's strap on. But I can remember having like an effect or something I programmed in, and I'd hit a chord with it, and I'd be like, "Ooh, man, that," and then it would take me to another chord, and just different sounds and different guitars, different things, kind of. So just kind of noodling around. Sometimes you just run across something.
When I bought the Eventide micro pitch delay pedal, that started just turning it on and tweaking, finding the settings, and all of a sudden I'm playing chords that I never even played before.
The only thing that happened with me with that was I just started busting out Van Halen tunes.
Oh, of course.
Of course, it's not dropped like that. But all right, let me catch up with some of the chat here. What you guys talking about? Mr. Mick says, "Congratulations on getting over 600." Thank you. Yes, a couple weeks ago I hit 500, and now we're at 615. So evidently you guys are enjoying what we're doing. I appreciate it. And if all of you would just make one troll account and subscribe again, I mean, I'd be over 1,000 subs. So come on, help a brother out. Let's see. Six Fingered Assault says, "I just noodle around and record it usually." Excellent point. Always record what you're doing, because I remember, I think I told the story. I had purchased the EV8 Shark guitar, and just like we were talking about a minute ago, I brought it home, plugged it in, and it immediately inspired a new riff. And I was like, "Man, that's really cool." And I was just jamming on it, and I had to go upstairs for a bit. And when I came back down, I had already forgotten what I'd done, and I could not remember it. So always record what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's see. He says, "Listen back and pick out the cool bits." Yep. I've also written songs on the spot that come out of nowhere. Yep. And that's usually, what the majority of my stuff is. It just comes out. It's there. It's almost like a complete chord progression comes out, and then I have to usually figure out a lead kind of thing to go over it. All right, what else you guys talking about? Yep. Put down that strap on.
Damn it, Robbie.
Rob says, poor Billy Gibbons. Milk's about to go bad. There it goes.
That's what she said.
Alonzo says, thank you. Great advice. Yeah, I think the best advice was from 6. Record everything. Yeah. Yeah. Graphite and cigars. Give some support. Hit the thumbs up. Actually, I think I need to hit my own thumbs up over there.
The thumbs up? I think I did.
Got 27 watching and got 20 thumbs.
20 thumbs?
So, 20 thumbs. Got 2 of them here. What was that Dave Chappelle skit with the Rick James?
Oh my gosh.
Like, let me sit down, daddies. Oh, 2 thumbs down. You remember that?
No.
You guys will have to check that out. I don't know where all those shows are now. It's probably Netflix or something, but that was some of the funniest stuff. Speaking of funny stuff, I was laughing my ass off last night with those Under the Bus guys. So,
good show.
Any of you haven't checked them out, check them out Wednesday and sometimes Saturday. If you like a little, kind of off the wall or I guess maybe a little risque humor, I guess, or adult
They're right
humor.
on the other side of the line of the envelope.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. They push it, but I find it. it
My
funny. Some people may be offended by it, but I think it's hilarious.
my 2 youngest kids walked in my bedroom right when they were showing the part where he was on the tree. The dude, the branch
yes.
falls and he falls on the other branch and then lands
Yes.
on the bottom one. Oh my!
Yeah, I that had to be some paralysis there or something. At least some broken ribs or something. Man, that was crazy.
That was nuts, man.
You know what I heard?
What you heard?
Hang on.
Little birthday shout out for Mick Mars.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard it was his birthday today.
Gee, I wonder what he's wished for.
I don't know.
A
That's
good lawyer?
another touchy subject, hey? What's going on? The one thing that comes to mind when I hear about that kind of stuff is like, I can remember years past where Nikki Sixx was like, Mick Mars is my favorite guitar player ever. He's just got the sound, and I love the guy. He's like a brother, and he's the only guitar player that I'd ever play with. And then you see this kind of crap.
Yeah.
Of course, we had that with Van Halen too. Sammy and Ed.
Well, I'm still
my
pissed
brother
at Dave Mustaine from Megadeth for what he did with Dave Ellefson. They were in a band for 35 years together, helping write all of the hits, been through everything here and there, and it's like, nope, you're out. You're fired. We need a new guy, and we're going to erase all your takes and redo them all. You're out.
It's crazy.
And you know why?
I do not know why.
I guess he was interacting with not underage, but younger girls on the internet.
Okay.
I think one of them may have looked like maybe Dave Mustaine's daughter or something, and that one pushed him over the edge.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I'm merely speculating here. folks.
sometimes things can be justified. We don't know the story, so I don't know.
Really funny you guys are talking about this because before I took a nap, I'm serious. Before I took a nap, before I came on the show here, my wife and I were talking about my wife works with me, and we're talking about a coworker, and the coworker's name is Amanda. She goes, man, I really feel bad for Amanda. And I'm like, why? What happened? She's like, well, she's going through something with her daughter. She's in 8th grade, junior high. And I'm like, okay, what happened? She's like, well, she's got suspended from school. They had to call the authorities. And I go, when did this happen? She goes, this all happened today. Today. I'm like, what's going on? Well, a friend of hers received a video from another 8th grader boy. We'll call him boy because what he did. He videotaped himself doing a little something. And I said, oh, he was doing a Dave Ellefson. And my wife's like, a what? I go, he was doing what Dave Ellefson from Megadeth was doing. She goes, I kind of remember that. And so what happened was the boy sent thought it was a private video to the girl. The girl sent it to her friend, which is my coworker's daughter, Amanda, and she thought it was funny and spread it like wildfire. Well, they got a hold of it, and she got suspended. She got in trouble. And my wife goes, what was the story with Dave from Megadeth? What happened? And I said, well, they were on a Zoom meeting with, he's married, he has kids, but he had this relationship, not physical, like the person was on Zoom. And I guess the girl screenshot it as he was doing something satisfying himself. And that girl that he was doing that with on Zoom shared it with a friend, and that friend shared it to the public.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm. So that's why she goes, is that why you always say, I pulled a Dave Ellefson? I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, it was just kind of, there's some controversy about that because they're like, should have Dave Mustaine fired him for that, or was there something else going on? The whole history of those two
pisses me off. I didn't buy the new album and I didn't go to the concert because of it.
Because of that, yeah, see, exactly. See, so
and I'll go see Ellefson with his. What are they? Masters of Metal? What are they called?
Yeah, with Jeff Young, the guitar player.
Rob knows. Rob, what is it?
So you won't go see that, but will you drink a Bud Light?
I wouldn't drink a fucking Bud Light if you paid me $1 million. and that goes back for years. Light beer is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You look at the Bud Light on the shelf.
No need for lights.
I've just about had enough of you.
No light, nothing. I don't do light cigarettes. I don't do light calorie sour cream. None of it. Nothing's light. Everything heavy. Heavy metal.
Right?
Have I ever told you guys the story of me and Dave Mustaine?
No, I don't believe it.
I don't believe so.
All right, it's on the YouTubes. I've said this story before. The story hasn't changed. Some names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Oh, do tell.
So we were, I want to say, I think it's the Aragon. In Chicago, there's a place called the Aragon Ballroom. And we call it the Aragon Brawl Room.
Right on, Alonzo.
And my buddy, my bass player, and I, just before we went into the club, the show, we had to go to the bathroom. And we didn't want to wait in line. Obviously, you're going to wait in line and show your tickets and then try to find a bathroom. By the time you go to the bathroom, you got to wait in another line, right? So I said, guys, Chicago, man. We'll just go in the back alley. We'll just go in the back. Are you sure about this? Yeah, let's just go. So we went behind the venue.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah. The chat may not have heard it.
I typed it in the chat. So now I can say it in person. And we went back there and, did our thing, took a leak. And I didn't know that was right behind us was the door where they loaded up the equipment. And we heard these doors open up and some guys come out and we're looking back and I'm like, okay, we're all finishing up. We're like, oh man, what's going on here? And these guys looking at us and they're like, hey, what are you doing back there? Taking a leak? Yeah. They're all laughing. They don't care. They just keep walking. And I'm like, whatever, guys, let's just go. But I think Dave Mustaine saw us. Because I look back there and I go, who's this long-haired guy? And he looks right at us. And I go, holy shit, it's Dave Mustaine. So I go running up there. I go, Dave, how are you? He goes, hey, fellas. you guys got tickets? We're like, yeah, man. And I went to go shake his hand, and he looks at my hand and looks at me and he goes, nah. My friends were like, dude, he left you hanging there. You were like so excited. You're like, huh?
Yeah. Have you seen that little clip on YouTube recently where they're talking about Hetfield, where he's playing guitar, and he does his thing where he does like that and shoots a loogie out of his nose, and then he spits, and then he goes over and he uses that same hand and starts fist bumping people. That's the worst time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's gross. Let's see. I think I saw somebody sneak in here. We got Mike as himself has found his way in. How's it going?
Sure.
And the Axe has stumbled in. Welcome in, man.
Well, that was you're saying doing the loogie thing. There's two musicians that used to do that. One of the musicians was from Dream Theater, but the one I remember the most was Zach Wilde. Zach Wilde, you can see him on video, and I've been to concerts, and you don't want to be in the front row when Zach Wilde, because
he's the Gallagher of guitar players. Huh?
Well, what Zach Wilde does is while he's playing, I don't know why, but he had this tendency to spit up in the air. He would go, and you see this, and I don't know if he just enjoyed the spray all over his, because I mean it's coming back down on him. It wasn't like he was spitting it at the crowd. He would go, and you can see the mist. And I'm like, dude, what is he doing? Well, if you're up in the front, you feel that mist going up. And I was sitting there going like, oh, dude. I'm looking at my bass player. I'm like, dude, let's get the hell out of here, man. I go, Zach Wilde is like, he's like, what the heck's going on? And I think John Petrucci from Dream Theater, I think Mike Portnoy had a habit of doing that. I guess they used to call him the human camel, because I guess camels would, spit.
Yeah.
And so I think John Petrucci had to come up with this plexiglass thing that he would put around his Mesa Boogie cabinets and around the drum riser, because they said we had to watch out for the human camel, because he was always...
Petrucci was like,
I've just about had enough of you.
So I'm like, I wonder if that had anything to do with him leaving the band.
No telling. Hey, let's catch Charles 75 in. Has made his way in. Welcome in.
The house.
What's up, man?
Let's see. Was there somebody else? Nope. Welcome in, Charles. Good to see you. So, what do you think? We have not had many riffs tonight. Time for something else?
Need some riffage.
In case anybody is wondering, Trans Trim Thursday, if you've never heard of the Steinberger Trans Trim, that's what I'm playing on this guitar right here.
Imperial March? Are you able to drop down to your lowest setting there and do a little dun 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 dun?
How would that go? Let's see.
There it is.
Something like that. I don't know.
Getting there.
I didn't come prepared to play that, but... There we go. Probably get a copyright strike for that one. But anyway, anybody in the chat that's not familiar with a trans trim, it is is it tremolo or is it vibrato? You hear everybody say it's not a tremolo.
Well, it's in the name. Trem would be short for tremolo, wouldn't it?
Right. So it is a transposing tremolo that will change each string a different pitch and keep each one of them in tune with each other as you change the bar. So let's give you a little example. All right, so just like an A chord. See, haven't changed position. So there we go. In case anybody didn't know what the trans trim was all about, there we go.
That was awesome. I never did.
Right on.
What are you guys talking about in the chat here?
Talking about wiggle sticks.
Wiggle sticks?
Well,
Oh no,
Alonso
was I
says
showing
whoever
my wiggle
invented
stick?
the trans trim is a genius and deserves a Nobel Prize. That would be Steinberger,
Yeah.
right?
Where was that?
Alonso.
Ryan Hall says close, but your use of the force is weak. Oh, come on now, Ryan.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
There it is, right there.
Whoever invented the trans trim is a genius and deserves a Nobel Prize. Yep.
Right?
Mr. Ned Steinberger. So if you guys have never heard of it, which I suppose a lot of you folks might be a lot younger than than we are, so check out Ned Steinberger and his history of the trans trim. Absolute
breakdown,
genius. Say again?
There's a great breakdown on Ryan's channel of him rebuilding one, so you can see how it comes apart and how the math is applied to make those things do what they do.
Yeah,
amazing.
You know, it's all in all, you know, the mechanics of it are relatively simple.
Yeah.
You know, but like you said, the math to figure out where those angles and
Like the little things, with the saddles and that cantilever kind of cam thing.
Yeah, it's amazing how that was figured out. All right, Charles 75N says he saw Return of the Jedi in the theater last night. Very cool, man. GTR 1952 is talking about my wiggle stick. Yeah, sorry. I stood up. I didn't mean to show my wiggle stick. Sorry. Thank you, Dan. Let's see. William De Silva says, I got a wiggle stick, man. I worked out the Jeopardy theme last night by ear. Very cool. What else are you guys talking about? Oh, he says he was challenged to do it. There you go. Let's see. Timothy Lay says you definitely got the ring. Rig, I'm assuming you meant. Let's see. Rob Blackmore says again at OU812, thank you for the Van Halen sticker and 5150 pick. Absolutely, man. You won it fair and square.
It got there faster than we thought it would, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that was the second time he'd won, so that one got there pretty quick. That was just what, last Thursday that he won that? Yeah, I think so. I did too. So I think all day, all night. I think he said his piece of mail got caught in the sorter machine. He said it had a bit of a damage to the envelope. But let's see. Alonzo, I saw that video and it blew my mind. Is that the Return of the Jedi you're talking about?
No, the Transtrom.
Yeah.
Your rebuild.
Zach Thong says, I'm not a fan of guitars with no headstock. You know, it is an unusual look, but when you have this particular bridge system on it, the strings have to be calibrated to a certain length. So what better way to do that than force the strings to be a certain length? And I can attest to the fact with
The lock nut and Lou.
trying to struggle, same bridge on this guitar,
But
but it has a locking nut. And trying to struggle with getting the string length the same on this guitar is a headache.
Okay.
So I can see the absolute
Now,
complete
could you-
reason as to why they did the headless for this particular guitar. So
Could you engineer some kind of a new nut that could handle slotting in?
yeah,
The proper strings that are the exact right length and apparently don't stretch.
right.
See, that's why I wonder. Like, here's Eddie's.
Oh, I love that V.
There's that Les Paul he had.
Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of the distance from the nut to where it needs to be. And if I've just been lazy, if I were to get a measuring device and actually measure exactly from here to here on this guitar to see what my length should be, I should be able to do that over there and measure and then go from there.
As long as you're
But-
within a 30-second, it should be pretty close, right?
It seems like each set of strings, each pack of strings is a little bit different. As far as like the single ball, there may be more wraps down on the ball where it's not a calibrated string, where these are. These, I throw them on there, run through a calibration a couple times, and man, it's dead on. That one is like, set it up, lock it down, tune it, try it. I'm like, crap, I don't have enough adjustment on it. So I end up lengthening the string a bit to see if I can get it figured out. It's a bit more of a pain on that guitar. So I can see the reasoning for not having the headstock in a specific length of string. Yeah, I know you meant rig. Let's see. Graphite cigars got there quick. Mailman is stalking him after the butt plug in.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Mr. Mick has a question for R2R3. What do you usually run your guitar sound through? What's your opinion on Helix, Headrush, etc. versus tube amp sound?
I am always going to be a tube amp man, for sure. Always. Going back from the ADA days to the Mesa Boogie Triaxes to the PV heads that I use. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. When you're standing in front of it, it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
The trick and difficulty is capturing it the way you want to hear it, or the way you hear it when you're standing in front of it. Ryan's doing a great job of miking it and capturing the sound to pretty much what he's hearing, you can hear, and that's phenomenal. That's great that he figured out that piece. But for some individuals, it's not possible. I understand whether they're in a dorm room in college, in an apartment, they can't have tubes, and I get it, because this thing behind me here is 120 watts. I don't need 120 watts, but it's fun to have when nobody's home and
1.21 gigawatts.
your neighbors are cool and they hear it rumbling your house and they know what's going on. But to answer your question about versus I would always love the real tube amp sound for sure. But if you can't, technology's gotten a lot better. Where I'm the videos that you see on my channel, not all, but a majority of them are through amp plugins, where you can find the beauty of actually having SM57 microphones to simulate the speaker, where you can actually mic placement and kind of pretend like you're kind of doing it right here in front of your speaker cabinet and actually hear it through your headphones or through monitor speakers. And it sounds great. I've been able to, the beauty of it is if I'm doing a particular band, I want to recreate that kind of sound, whether it be like a Marshall or a Mason Boogie or, an EVH head. That's cool. I'm sure you can do that with a Helix. I don't own a Helix. I've heard a lot of great players play out of the Helix, and it sounds great. But it's up to your own whatever your situation is, man. I mean, if you can jam a tube amp, that's the way to go. I mean, for sure. I mean, if Ryan's played live, I've played live, and when you feel that thump of that amplifier speakers, the air, when you hear somebody say you feel the air coming out of the speakers, there's literally air pushing it. If you're standing in front of it, I would actually feel it in the back of my calves. The Marshall cabinets just
you start hitting those certain chords where you feel it hitting you right in the chest.
It's just wow.
Yep.
And then your bandmates can even tell. They're just like, dude, that the tone is just great. I would have two different settings. I would have my bedroom settings because for the triaxes or the ADA, you had like 128 channels of MIDI. So I would thought what sounded great through my bedroom. You turn up the bass, drop the mids a little bit, or boost the mids and up the treb, and then the presence is cool, and you're going, that sounds phenomenal. And then you go with your drummer and your bass player, and you play the same setting, and you go, oh, doesn't that sound right? Can't hear yourself.
Not cutting through, yeah.
So I would have a at-home setting and then a live setting where I would actually sit there and tweak it so everyone can hear me in the mix, and then I would go home and play that same setting, and it wouldn't sound right. It wouldn't sound right. I wish I was thinking of doing this. I don't know if you guys would think this would be a good idea of doing it on my channel, or maybe someday here, or I can actually have you hear the difference of what it would sound when you're playing by yourself. Hey, now, careful. Playing guitar by yourself, and you're setting it in a certain way where you go, that sounds great. But then you hear the music in the mix, and then you start tweaking it, and then you go, that sounds phenomenal. Then you drop the music out and you just solo your instrument, and it just sounds terrible. I played it for some of my friends where I go like, check this out. This is how it sounds like in the mix, and it sounds great. And then I drop the music out, and you just hear my guitar playing, and you go, ooh. You're going, I would never play it like that. But that's what you have to do if you're going to be playing.
Michael B, what's up?
What's up, Michael B? If you're going to be I'm rambling. Sorry, guys. I don't know if that helps you out with that, but you just got to experiment. You got to experiment, man. That's the only way you got to learn is when you actually start, if you start doing videos and you're recording to a backing track, and if there is a guitar in the background, or if you want to blend it in, you can't always boost the bass and everything. So you just got to find your sound, what's comfortable for you. But perfectly, yes, I love tube amps. Always love tube amps.
And I think a lot of times people miss the point that they all have their purpose. A finely tuned F1 car, has its purpose. You can't beat it.
Road with that.
You can't beat it for performance. It sounds fantastic. It screams. It's gonna do exactly what it's designed to do, but you're not going to use it to go off-roading. So kind of the same thing. not exactly the same thing, but you get the analogy.
Yeah.
You know, a tube amp is going to do its thing, but there's some instances where it's just not the right tool for the job. So, you know, maybe a Helix is all that you can use, like you said, in the bedroom, or, you know, maybe you're playing a gig and they don't want any stage volume, you know, so you got to use those. But it's interesting, you were talking about your different settings for, you know, playing just by yourself or in a band. And the setting that I'm using right now, let me just play a little bit. You know, that sounds, to me, it sounds really good coming through the stream, right? Mm-hmm. And it sounds good when I record it into a mix. But if you were here and standing in the room, you'd be like, that sounds like crap.
Yeah.
Because it's EQ'd differently for, you know, being mic'd and then fed through. So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's interesting. You almost have to make your guitar rig like this sound horrible to make it sound good as you're recording it. So it's kind of jiving with what you were saying there earlier about the different mixes. Alonzo's asking about a preset on the ADA MP1, preset number 36.
Man, I haven't played my AD in so long. I would have to go. I never changed the factory presets. I would always leave the presets. What I would usually do is grab a preset that I liked, and you can pretty much change it and then copy it to another channel to have your own channels. So I would use like the upper registers. I would have, if I was using my Fender guitar, it would be bank 80. Anything from 80 to 89 would be my Fender. Anything from 90 to 99 would be my Jackson. Anything from 100 to 109 would be a certain particular guitar. So I always knew which bank would be for a particular guitar. Yeah. So if I would, and then I had this like, it's called the Rocktron MIDI Mate. That actually have, you can name all of your presets, and it would say Fender.
Yep.
You know, Fender rhythm, Fender lead.
Michael B says, I am all Helix live and bring my bass combo SVT, monitoring for the drummer mostly.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, right? Mr. Mick says, I also like the amp in the room feeling.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I've always been that way myself too.
Right, I mean, like you said, it's different thing. If I'm turning this thing up, I have to adjust the EQ on it compared to what it's set to now for being in microphones and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Alonzo says the preset number 36 was the one that every guitar player used in the 80s because it was the one that sounded the best. Scott Hill, Vito Bratta, Paul Gilbert, Nuno used it, he thinks. So I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, that's probably the one where I copied and moved it and pasted it.
Yep.
And then you just tweak it to wherever your band settings, you know.
Mr. Mick completed what he was saying there. He says, I can't get used to playing through monitors. It sounds like I'm playing a record. Yep. So I kind of have the best of both here. I can hear it through my headphones, and then I can also hear it back there.
My current volume's probably like, if you were playing in the bedroom, it's loud enough to annoy the girlfriend in the living room, but she could still watch her show. She just have to turn it up.
Yeah.
It's not that loud. A little louder than bedroom volume.
Yeah. Is R2, is your neighbor, is your neighbor Josh Randall?
No.
Okay. Because earlier you were talking about turning up your amp when you're at home by yourself.
Yeah.
And he said something about that's a fact about turning it up when no one's home.
Yeah.
I remember you were saying that your neighbor had showed up in the chat at one time, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that was him complaining that you turning your stuff up.
But no, both my neighbors are cool. The one next to me over here, he's awesome. And he knows when I'm out there and I have the guitar, and he's like, yeah, come on, man. Louder.
Right.
Wireless and standing outside of the house because the amp's dying, right?
Right. Rob Blackmore official says, I always find myself using preset 11 metal lead on my Fender Mustang LT25. Cool, man. Yeah, you find that one sound, and A lot of times I'll scroll through, those amps or whatever at Guitar Center, I'm like, man, who would use that? But,
Right.
Obviously somebody will find it and go, ooh, that's the perfect, maybe they're plugging a Strat in, and I'm plugging in a
different in the different
humbucker.
rooms, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this room
for
is
sure.
an acoustic nightmare with fucking bandsaws and table saws and pieces of plywood and shit up everywhere. So
You
that's
ever
why
have
gotta
stuff
just
like
compensate
shaking off
with
the
volume.
walls?
I do. There's tons of shit, and this ball bearings actually are gonna fucking
You're gonna have one come off and hit you in the head. The birds circling around your head.
See, this is the video.
Let's see.
I have a video here
Ball
that.
bearings.
Guitar 1952.
Oh man, don't let that fall on your head.
This is the only fake amp I have is a Spark I bought during the China flu. Everything else is tube.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little practice amp or something, right?
That's my little practice amp is my Yamaha THR 10X.
Those are pretty sweet.
Josh
That
Randall has the
little part
EVH
from the-
Iconic.
All the NAMM content this year, that little mini, it's about the size of a Walkman type Spark. I've
Mr.
got one of
Randall,
those
do
little
you
Marshalls, right?
do you have the head version, the 60 watt? Did you just get a new one? Maybe the 212 version? Which one do you have? Graphite Cigar says I mostly play clean nowadays, more clarity when working on technique.
Yeah.
Who cares
Makes
about
a good
technique
point.
when you got gain? Right?
Oh, time Boner got here.
Boner James.
Boner.
Here, I think I got
What time are we? Oh,
What? No. I think I have a
I don't know
video
about
here
that.
where I blended in both plug-in and tube amp. Let me see if this is the one. Is this it? Yeah, I think that's the one.
very cool.
So yeah, you got to play around.
That's what she said.
Alonzo says my rig is all digital, rectifier and tube screamer, 4x12 V30 cabs, and it sounds great. It's as loud as a tube amp. It's as loud as a tube amp. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Hey now, have you seen?
Hey now,
Have you seen some pretty nuts?
pretty nuts, man.
Only when Boner's in the room.
Right. Funny timing on that one.
EVH 5153 lunchbox with a 1x12 cab.
Yeah, and stuff like the 112s and 212s, they get loud, but it's not the same as the 412. When you get that 412 and you get in the center, there's like they stack on each other, the sound waves, when you get about 5 feet in front of it.
Gives you the old thumpity thump. Dan in New Jersey says, I still use my Fender Sidekick from 1985 for practice, but not fidelity. All my others are tube.
Yeah.
And maybe something if you're traveling. Yeah, I'm fucking pack this shit up.
William says that he has a 1-watt Randall. Cool little amp. Bryce is singing along to your clip there. House of Pain. How does that go? Is it just like a...
Yeah, you got it right there.
I love the chugs on that F sharp.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love all the chugs. Speaking
That's
of
why I
chugs...
Speaking of chugs.
Speaking of chugs... I'm
Oh,
gonna
chugs.
change-
I think you
I'm
said jugs. I'm like, what?
I wanna change- No, that was last night. I'm going to change guitars. It will be another Transtrim enabled guitar.
I guess we know which one's coming, right?
Right. Keeping with the Transtrim theme.
Noticed you had it handy.
Right. Let's see.
Poor Bobby. Bobby. Now cut that out.
Cheers, Keith. Cheers.
Cheers, Mr. Campbell.
Grab something to drink.
So, I was talking about how irritating this one can be to get calibrated because of the length of the strings. So, I've been working on this one for a while, trying to get it, and it's not bad. It's still not 100%. But this Transtrim, as I explained earlier, transposes the guitar in tune. I have this one set up with a drop. I don't know. What do you think?
Sounded pretty good, man.
Being able to do a drop.
Heavy and junky.
Yeah, real heavy. I know Boner likes it.
Heavy.
Deep and heavy. So that was who was that asking earlier? Was it oh, it was Alonzo asking about riffs. That was one that once I tuned this guitar, I went down a step, and that was just a riff that kind of came out. Yoda seemed to enjoy that.
There you go, right there.
Dancing, I am.
I believe there's a Rasta Yoda version of that. I've seen him with the dreadlocks.
Oh, man.
But is there an Ewok version? Yum, yum.
If there ain't, there ought to be.
Right. Back. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat now? Let's see. Everybody saying hello. Robert Ranford, when did you sneak in? You been here for a while?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on? Oh, there he is. Hey there, Ryan, R2, R3, and Trev. Hope you gentlemen are well. Very well. Thank you, and
Good to
welcome
see you,
in.
man.
Let's see. Did we miss anybody else? I don't think so. What you guys talking about? There's Ryan saying hello to his boyfriend. Let's see. Josh Randall says trippy. Timothy Lay says killer. Robert Ranford, awesome heavy tones. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great, man.
Keith Campbell reminds me of Ozone.
That tone had some balls.
Drop D Ozone.
We're starting to think. My favorite part about May the 4th with you is Cinco de Mayo's the next day.
Yeah.
It's actually Revenge of the 5th.
So I went
Play
shopping
No
today.
More Tears. How does that go? I've never tried to play that song, so I don't know how it goes.
I don't
It does
have.
a very dun 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 dun.
Thank you, 6.
I don't have No More Tears, but I have this.
Very cool.
Love that guitar.
P90s, man. P90s sound.
Right?
Graphite and Cigar says, "Don't play No More Tears." Sharon will get us.
Sharon will want her piece of that.
I think I saw a YouTube clip not long ago with Zach Wilde actually playing it, and he had the slide, and he kept putting it down on the ground, and then he would play, and then he'd pick it back up, and he'd play slide on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boner Jam says, "Sorry, on daddy duty, but wanted to check in." Hey, man. Whatever time you got.
Good to see you, Bonner.
Good to see
Bonner
you.
Jams.
Good to see you being a responsible parent there. You know he's got his pants on, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, but
Right,
did you
that's a
hear
start.
did you hear what he uses for t-ball practice with his kid? I mean, come on. William De Silva says, "Anybody here ever play a how do you say that?
Cerberus?
Cerberus.
Cerberus?
Is that one of those things that sticks up and you put your hand by it and it goes? Or am I thinking of something different? What the hell is a
idea. I
Cerberus?
thought it was some kind of a hellspawn demon thing with, part lion, part goat or some shit.
I have no idea what that is.
I could find this Cerberus in a second here.
So I can honestly say that would be a no from me.
Isn't that weren't they talking about that on Under the Bus?
I don't know. I think they were talking about something else.
The true Cerberus is the three-headed hell dog.
Okay. Maybe it's some kind of pedal or something then?
I thought it was that.
Do you think?
I'm thinking of something else.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So Cerberus guitar. Let's try that. See where that goes.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
He's probably answered us. He's probably answered us all the way down in the bottom of the chat. I just hadn't got to it yet.
This is more fun.
Yeah.
I got something. I got a hit. Cerberus
Keith Campbell said he
jazz.
loved that
Ooh,
vid,
I'm loving this
R2R3.
shaped object.
Oh, there you go.
And they got some super
Let's,
strats with upside down headstocks. I can dig it. Especially the explorer shaped objects. Now this is
That's a little questionable right there.
right. What'd you do to your V?
I'd be like,
I've just about had enough of you.
What's the deal with the big Cookie Monster bite out of this thing here?
I guess that's one of those, ergonomic for your leg as you sit.
But it's on the wrong side for your leg. That's where your elbow
well,
sits.
maybe, I don't know, maybe you drop it between your crotch there, and that's where you...
Hey, now.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Instead of playing it like sideways, you play it like with the neck pointing outwards.
What was the rest of this sentence here? LOL, she does like to... Whoa.
I'm taking that neck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little black stripe in the middle too. All right, enough of that. Coming back at you.
Whoa.
Six Fingered says, I saw that too. I just used my index finger as a slide for that. Oh, you talking about that little Van Halen riff where I cheated and went over with my pinky? Let's see. Slide parts, no more tears. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Land Shark. Was there one of those guitars was a Land Shark? Oh, Theremin. That's what I was thinking of. The little, yeah.
The reminds me of Zeppelin or the Beach Boys.
It reminds me of that Big Bang episode where he's like, nobody knows the trouble. You ever watch that show?
Snap.
Oh no! Where did you get this?
The backbreaker.
That's painful.
And snap.
Ouch.
Oh.
I can't watch that. I had to look away when they were doing that. William says, I've got one of the blue and white ones. They're super good. I've never heard of them. Where would one find that type of thing? Did you just find it online? Did you see it in a guitar center or like a local music store? Where did you find that? Rob Chapman just purchased them. Cerberus. Toys R Us. I don't know. Who knows? Anybody else in the chat ever heard of that guitar brand?
Not today.
Not I, said the fly.
We got 35 watching.
Hey now.
Right on.
Where's everybody in the chat from?
Somebody keeps on jumping in and out because it keeps on going 35, 36, 35, 36, 35.
Looks like the chat is sleeping.
That's probably Laz. He's on the highway.
Could be, probably. Yep. He keeps seeing a cop and he turns his phone off and back on.
Oh, yeah, back on, folks. Oh, those are.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the first thing that went through his mind. Probably more like, I don't know, something like, oh. GTR 1952 says, Googling Cerberus returns an effects pedal that has everything and also a new Chapman guitar. Mr. Mick is from Iowa. Where's everybody else from? You guys awake? Type in the chat where you're from so I know you're there. Trev, you gonna rock out some riffs for us?
Didn't do a sound check. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
How's that?
Yeah. Sounded good.
Sounded good, man. So Graphite Cigars earlier in the
water,
chat was
sounded great.
asking you about the you were working on triads and
Yeah.
what exactly have you been practicing on with that?
Well, let's just say single coil. Why not? Got Fishman, she can do it. So, like with, let's say, the C. So you got a C on the bottom, top three strings, right? Where's the other C? The other C is here. Where's the other C? The other C is here. And there's gonna go way over here. Yeah.
There we go.
So
Don't ask
there's-
Glass to play a C chord.
It's three different voicings, right? Because you're going with starting with the root in the middle, root at the ass. Mm-hmm. So, and then you just kind of fiddling around with that. So, okay, find the E's, right?
So are you finding that is what you have been using to kind of like find a different place to like play some other little chords in?
Well, if anything, it's like guitar graphites said earlier, where it's a good way to learn the neck, because now you're thinking in root fifth seven, and you're going around trying to find those. Now you got to think about what's your root fifth seven on the C, right, or your E, and then kind of been digging into the looking for them in the middle strings, but there you can kind of get a little confused because you're not just using your big standard, E shape, or your D shape. Right, the B's are fun. Where's the other B? The other B's here. Where's the other B? The other B's here. So that puts us back over here.
There you go, man.
Yeah, cool. I guess that would, like you said, kind of familiarize yourself with the fretboard and kind of
it's kind of a seeking, a hunt and seek.
Yeah. So, I guess if you needed, a little arpeggio lick or something, or whatever you call them, you could kind of walk those down or mix them up or something like that.
Right.
Very cool.
That's the shizzle.
Get to know the fretboard.
William says he's trying to get the word out on those guitars. Just think people should try them out if they get a chance. So, yeah, like I was saying, are they just online, or can they find them at their guitar center? I've never heard of them before. Yeah. Patty Deal from Alabama. Rochester, New York.
Oh, that's why. I'm like, why are people typing in locations?
I wanted to make sure the chat was still awake. Graphite and Cigar says it helps with learning the intervals. Also, once you start to incorporate scales off of those shapes. Yeah. Yep. That was kind of what I was trying to say. I know I said different little chords. It's the same.
Well, then we start doing arpeggios. Is that next? Graphite?
So is that the caged system?
Well, definitely. I mean, caged was so last year. But that was another great way to learn the fretboard and the different shapes, and hey, where can I play all the different B's? Where can I play all the different E's?
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
But then you go next level with the triads, and it's no longer just where can I play those same chords. You're doing the inversions, right? You got your first, second, third inversions. Now you're starting to juggle.
Quick
same sound, but in a different.
Quick shout to Johnny Bean. We got Johnny Bean in the house. Welcome in. He says, "Happy Star Wars Day, everyone."
May the 4th be with you.
All right.
Like, everyone knows the Van Halen song 5150?
Do they?
It's one
what are you talking
about?
about?
When you start to play it and figure it out, have you ever noticed that just when you think you know how to play it, you go, got it down. You watch somebody else play it, and you go, "Why are they playing it up there?" And then I watched the Live Without a Net, and I see Eddie play it, and of course you got to play it like Eddie, and you go, "Oh, he's playing it down here." So that's kind of reminded what Trev was doing, because you're thinking you're playing the chords here, and he's really playing it up here, but it's really the same chord, but in different position.
Yep.
Same notes.
But you know what? I guarantee you that he will probably play it different every time.
Every time.
He was the master of knowing where
just
all those little chords
fresh.
were, and I'm sure he would change it up. And I've often watched him, on videos or whatever, or even live. When I was at a show, I would always be, and I was the guy at the concert that was just like watching him play. I'm not cheering or I'm just watching him play. I'm watching his fingers on the fingerboard. Yeah, and just the variations that he would use, it was just mind-blowing that he would know where to go for whatever he was in, just knowing the fretboard. It was awesome.
You mean you weren't watching Michael Anthony?
No, I was always over on that side of the stage.
With the Jack Daniels bass.
Knew what side he would be on. Let's see. Alonzo says, I've been watching Star Wars movies all day.
Wow.
Very nice.
Cool, man.
Johnny Bean giving a yo out to everybody.
Yo.
Happy Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you.
GTR 1952 says, I learned the cage system in 1970.
I was 1 year old. A little out of my league at that point.
You did say it was old school. Yeah, absolutely, Keith. Ed has wild chord variations. Yeah.
Well, and I'm still just playing around with your basic, majors and minors. Mm-hmm. You start getting in these add 9s and sus 7s. I've been trying to bite into the 7s.
I'm still trying to suss them all out.
What's the difference between a 7 and a major 7 and a minor 7? Why do 777? I guess I don't know. Yeah, one thing always leads to another with this crazy instrument.
Yeah, Keith is saying that Ed made his 10,000 hours before he played the backyard parties.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
Let's see. Graphite and cigars. Technically, triads are not the cage system. Cage is using chord shapes in different places.
Yeah.
Same shape, different chord. Trev is not moving a shape around. Yeah. Let's see. Johnny says, my second to last Van Halen show in 2015, I was 10 rows back from Edward. I had met him the previous year, but I've never seen him play guitar that close up. It is incredible. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was always fascinating just to sit and watch him. Very cool. So,
the man,
the myth, the legend.
Trev, have you seen Van Halen live?
I got to go to the Balance tour.
Ah, nice.
It was great. We were side stage, Eddie side, 10, 12 rows up in the seats, probably sitting there smoking weed, cigarettes, and drinking beer. It was great.
Nice.
What's your favorite track off the Balance album?
Ballucitarium.
It depends. Depends on the mood.
Did you say Ballucitarium?
Yeah.
That's what I was just... Let's see. I've just started working on that one, so you gotta bear with me on that. I do like the little... Let's see, how does that go? Oh well, I shouldn't play stuff that I don't know.
Right in the notes.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Something like that.
You really got me now. Amsterdam is pretty good.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Like I said, I've just started working on that one, so forgive me. Let's see. We have somebody new jumping in. Where did it go? There he is. Raymond Bozak is here.
What's up, man?
He has a question. Does anybody know what was edited out in the beginning of 5150 of the video versus the radio broadcast? Trivia question.
I've only ever listened to the radio or video.
Versus the radio broadcast. I don't know that I've ever heard 5150 on the radio. I was always listening to it, on my Walkman or a CD or, yeah. I don't know that I ever heard it played on the radio. So I would not know. Anybody else?
Can we guess?
We can guess.
Yeah.
Rob Blackmore
plays
says
that really
Amsterdam was his favorite.
John DeShane. Where the hell is he? Fencing should be over by now.
Does he play Ballucitarium?
No, he plays at 50. He might. I was referring to the 5150 song.
Well, I can swap guitars. We've pretty much done the explanation of what a trans trim is.
Trans-trim.
Just because it's trans trim Thursday doesn't mean I have to play it the whole night, right? Which guitar should I get? In the chat. You guys know what guitars I have.
Are you going to do a poll? Let's do a poll.
We could do a poll. Yeah.
I kind of.
It's a fantastic idea, Trev.
Careful with the poll. Don't back up.
Let me see. Where is that? Where do you do a poll? I did it once. Oh, it's over here. Right there. Start a poll. Okay, let's see. Which guitar should I play next? So we need to add, let's see. What's the first?
The fair warning, of course.
Fair warning.
Okay.
Kramer.
I don't want to pick them all, but I easily could. So, okay, yeah. We've got Six Fingered, one, a fair warning. He's in there for that, too.
All right, so then we have the USA
White
Wolf signature. And we
the
can
purple
add an
one
option.
from Patty. Patty wants to see the purple one.
Patty wants to see the 5150 purple days. We'll add another option for.
Two
I haven't played the
PRSs.
Shark in a while. What'd you say?
3 PRSs.
PRS.
3 PRSs. Mr. Mick, Graphite, and Alonso.
All right, we'll add the PRS and we will ask away. There you go. We'll let that run for a few minutes. While that's doing that. Oh, I've already taken the... I took the wireless out of this already. So I'll start getting prepped.
I got to vote.
All right, so while we let the poll run...
Oh, shit, really? That's taking an odd turn.
Has it now?
I could do this present share screen with my chat thing if you want to have that on screen.
What's everybody's favorite lightsaber color?
Purple?
See you, Johnny. Everybody
Peace,
go watch
Johnny.
Johnny play Jedi Survivor later on. He'll be on Twitch.
Right on, Johnny. May the Force be with
There
you.
is not a telly on the poll.
I was going to say the Freedman, but I couldn't pick two.
Right. Well, the Freedman would be a difficult choice because it's tuned to Top Jimmy. And that you can play absolutely
One
nothing
trick pony?
else on that guitar. Yeah, it's one trick pony. So let's see. I was looking back to see if I could see anybody answering Raymond's question. Let's see. I saw this though. Bo says first time seeing Van Halen was 78 Masonic Temple, Detroit, opening for Journey and Montrose. Seen him again at Cabo Hall, opening for Sabbath. Very cool. Live show broadcast of Live Without a Net on the radio is what he was talking about.
Okay.
There you go.
Keith Campbell, I'm sure there was a little ditty cover that Ed did. Was it their cover of Addicted to Love? What was that artist's name?
Might as well. Palmer, wasn't it?
Palmer?
Yeah, Palmer. Didn't they do that? Maybe that was edited out. And was that 5150 or was that Best of Both Worlds you're talking about? Maybe I'm getting confused. Raymond's
get the
testing you,
trivia
Keith. Do you know? Let's see.
Take a picture of that thing that William said.
Welcome in, John DeShane. Good to see you. Let's see. Keith says purple. Let's see what I can do here. Can I go purple? Oh.
John, you want the link?
There we go. Can't really see it on camera, but you can see it on my face, right? Let me turn this out.
I was always Master,
There we go.
Master Windu.
Master Windu. Uh-oh. It says my battery is critical.
I haven't changed the battery in that lightsaber since I bought it. And I use it a lot. I used
This
to chase the
one's,
puppies around.
This one's rechargeable. I haven't charged it in a while.
That's sweet.
All right. Okay, let's catch up in the chat. Let's see. Purple. Is there a RWB saber color? RGB?
Red, white, and black.
Oh, okay, the stripe. Let me turn my lights back on. There we go. I guess I could stripe the outside of it, you know. John Singh says good enough. Let's see. Has anybody answered Raymond's trivia question? Sat in the 3rd, 6th, and 7th row for Van Halen. Very
Nice.
cool. Frankenstripe lightsaber would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Live Without a Net, he says opened with good enough, he believes, and that's what was cut. Maybe he's trying to answer your question, Raymond. Let's see. Mr. Mick has a question. Do all of you have amps in different parts of your house or just in one room? Mine are just here.
2 rooms.
2 rooms. Yeah.
The little amps are in the living room. The big amps it's behind me.
John says Ed buggered the solo, but it was still awesome. What's a Frankenstripe laser? John just has one room.
Yeah. It's the freedom
All right,
room.
where are we at in the poll?
21 votes in. PRS with a 43%.
43% for the PRS.
Fair warning. Oh, fair warning. Kramer second place.
Fair warning just jumped up to
Tied for
32%.
Oop.
Any last minute votes? We got 22 votes. We got 36 watching. So get your vote in. We're about to end it. PRS dropped 38. Fair warnings up 28. The 5150 Purple Days 24. USA Wolf Signature. Man, that's getting no love on the Wolf Signature, huh?
That was yesterday, Wolfgang Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We moved on.
All right, we're at 36% on the PRS.
Oh.
I guess the PRS has won. It's in the poll.
25 votes, 36 watching. I mean, all right.
Yeah. All right, let me grab the PRS.
No strat?
Does that mean we're playing Zelda? Floods are coming, boys.
All right, so we have the PRS.
Time was so awesome. You're still muted, R2.
Thank you, sir.
You're muted. There you go.
Thank you, sir. That was fast, right? I thought you were gonna go across the room there.
No,
Grab
it's
it.
just right here.
He was just like,
All my guitars are close by. So you know what happens when I grab this? Because this is tuned to Alice tuning. Yeah.
Nice.
Alice is in the house.
All right, let's see if we can get some copyright strikes here. There we go. How about that?
Dig it. Jerry was such a master of the bends, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Just
all those,
pulling it, bringing it back. And
Wow.
When I first heard that, I'm like, what in the heck is he doing? You know, sort of like when you've heard Eruption for the first time, you're like, what the heck? It was, what was the one, Check My Brain. I was like, what in the heck is he, how is he, it was like actually warbling my head when I was listening to that bending that he was doing. But one of the cool things was, like one of the cool things on a, you know, a non-locking nut guitar, I think I may have showed this the other day, but, you know, you can do... I've got a riff that I had been working on. Let me see if I can remember it. You reach back and you grab behind the nut and you do that bend.
Hey now.
So that was that was a very, very Alice in Chains inspired riff that I had come up with.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
I don't know if you guys can tell who my favorite guitarists are.
You haven't given much love to Gilmore lately, just saying.
Yeah, well, you know, he did write that little solo on Mother that has gotten me the most views on the shorts, you know. I kind of mixed it up, though. You know, I played that with the Kramer Fair Warning. It's like, why are you playing Pink Floyd on a Van Halen guitar? You know, it caught you off guard, right?
Because you can.
Yeah. You can do it.
Yeah. Then we got here, let's see. Oh, we had Kurt 5150 jumping in. Kurt.
Kurt.
Yeah, we don't mind them here. I'm not monetized, so it don't matter. Yeah, Keith knows, Kurt. You live for the copyright strikes. Thank you, John.
Other flags, not just copyrights. I mean, there's a few other flags coming on the play there.
Yes, sir. Stone, Alice in Chains. You know, if any of you in the chat are new to guitar and you're just learning stuff, Trev, you know, I mean, this would be a very, very cool one for you to play. It's really simple. We can do some lessons tonight too.
Nice.
I'm learning this song as we go too.
So I got to drop down. Or is it drops?
If you want to play along to the song, you tune down half a step, and then you do a drop.
Okay, so that's where I'm at, and I just got to drop.
Okay. And the song, for the most part, is literally just played on one string. Six Fingered, you just sent 25 US for being awesome. Very cool, man. First contributor to the channel, Six Fingered Assault. Awesome, dude. Thank you. You know, I do this channel out of the fun of it.
Very cool. Very cool.
You know, I don't expect anybody to contribute and so forth. If you want to, that's great. It is expensive doing this, you know, with the equipment and so forth.
Here we go, R2.
I appreciate anything that you guys
All right, here we go again, R2.
Shout out to Six Fingered for that. I appreciate it. Also, a shout out to Patty and Ronald and Donald. You know, they've sent some things into the channel.
Very cool.
And for me, you know, stuff that this pick that I'm using right now, you know, they sent me some pics. So very much appreciated.
Like Keith Camel says right here, suffocating badass Kurt. Suffocating cool.
Let's see. There was okay, we got the answer to Raymond's trivia question. There was a horn sound effect played that was edited out of the video. Did not know that. Somebody needs to edit out that helicopter. You got Huey's landing there.
Travis getting ready.
They got the cameras.
Get their hands up.
They're searching for those plants.
Well, let me put some pants on and go outside and see what's happening here.
You down there with the Marshall amp that's blasting out the windows, step out with your hands up.
Please put some pants on.
We saw some green plants out here that is way over the limit.
I was going to say, we're allowed 4. There's that thing again.
Kurt said he smoked a cig with Jerry Cantrell after he did a solo show in
so cool
Yakima, Washington.
It'd almost be worth taking up smoking, right? Just to be in the smoke pit hanging out with fucking Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, S. McMillan, welcome in. Patty is awesome.
Patty in the chat.
Big round of applause for Patty. And Raymond, I believe you did stump Keith Campbell. So congratulations to Raymond. All right, I think that Laz is going on at 10:30, so we got just a couple minutes for a quick lesson if you want it, Trev, and anybody in the chat.
All right.
If you're interested in playing this song. So it's, let me turn this down just a little bit.
INS too.
So it starts out with 3rd fret. So you do your bend. And then 2nd fret.
Shit.
I am iron.
Oh, sorry.
And then an open 1-2.
Too far.
there's not a second one on the second go around.
Sorry,
So it's like. So instead of doing the twice, like you were, it goes right into that bend. So instead of it's
okay.
Pretty simple. I was doing the same thing for a long time. I kept doing that twice. But it's... So you skip over that second one on the second time around. And there you go.
There's a little something to chew on till Sunday.
Yeah, and it's cool too. It sounds freaking badass.
Yeah.
And then the cool part is when they get to that little chord change. It's just a big heavy D. And then right back into it. So there you
work
go.
on that bend and try and get that pitch.
Yeah, if you play along with the song, you'll get it right away. But it's awesome, killer riff.
Looks like I got some homework, kids. You can grade me on Sunday.
Yeah, Kurt's calling in the DEA raid on you, Trev.
Bring it. I got nothing to hide. I won't even put pants on. Fuck it.
Rob Blackmore Official was talking about some plugs earlier, and now he says he's the human vacuum. I don't know, Rob. Keith Campbell has admitted defeat. You may have, Raymond, stumped him on his trivia question. Yeah, I was going to say that maybe Raymond should write some of the questions for Fruitcake Tony, which, if you guys haven't checked out Fruitcake Tony's show, Wednesday he has Halenville, and Saturday is Show Me Your Pick. Show Me Your Pick. Which reminds me, I think that I did, was it last week? Week before? I don't know. I managed to beat out Mr. Sova, and I just got this in the mail today, so we'll do a little bit of an enveloping. Let's see, the address is on that side, so
throw down a link to Fruitcake Tony's channel, folks, for those of you that may need it.
Oh, look at there, he threw in an extra little something.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, he'll usually tape a bunch of them.
He sent me $1 million Van Halen bucks.
Nice.
Let's go party, brother.
That is awesome.
All right.
I haven't seen Fruitcake Tony in here tonight, but maybe he'll catch the replay. So thank you, Fruitcake Tony.
Very cool.
That is very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. And they're crispy.
It is crispy. You know, that feels like a real...
It's got that kind of count. That paper's got a...
Oh, let me show the backside of that. That is very cool. Look at that. That is awesome.
Very cool.
But the main prize, that was just a secondary prize. The main prize, he's got them all taped up and lined up here. Get these going for you. I won a set
of NVJ Malmsteen
of Def Leppard picks.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Trev was the one that Inve.
I do have the Def Leppard pick.
Of 300.
One of these too, though. Did you get one of these?
I did not. I did win a
Keep
balance. I won a balance one that's sitting over there on
I'll
the
trade
rack.
you because I actually went to the balance.
I won the Kramer. I won a Kramer pick.
Nice.
And a butt cheeks pick.
So this is turning into an episode of Show Me Your Pick. And boy, these are taped on here
Yeah.
I'll just pull.
I'm just glad he doesn't
show.
tape them over the logo or anything, where you like take the tape off and rip it all off.
It
Yeah,
pulls
I'll
all the
have to-
paint off your picture.
I'll have to get some goo removal to get that off of there.
WD-40 will work, but it might be hard to hang on to that pick after.
So these are all. Let's get this in the light. There we go.
Yeah, I guess you could. Nice.
Whose signature is that, Keith Campbell?
Scribble.
I'm seeing Colin at the end. There's 2 L's and an N on the end, so it's got to be
Right.
Phil Colin.
Phil, call in.
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Call
I'm
in, Phil.
I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys in the camera there. Let's see. Man, let's see. Yeah, be sure to clean off any residue. But yeah, there's a set of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks that he sent to me. Limited edition of 300.
That's very cool, man.
So very, very thankful to Fruitcake Tony. You guys should go check him out. Check his shows on Wednesday and Saturday. What time are they? One is at, they both 9 o'clock?
Okay, 6 o'clock on Saturdays for me. Yeah, it's
So that's 9
o'clock Eastern.
9
Yeah.
o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
8 o'clock Central.
Well, we are at 10:20 p.m. I believe Laz is going on tonight at 10:30 my time. So we got about 10 minutes to wrap things up. Who is that? What is that one?
I don't know. Isn't that a cool pick? Of just some dude playing a V?
Yeah.
It's a glow-in-the-dark one, too.
Yeah, Keith is saying clean off the residue, but if you get a yellow one, don't clean it off with your mouth.
Yeah.
I heard that'll be bad things.
Everything should be sterilized before
You should be hallucinating.
putting into circulation.
Yeah, Keith confirms 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday and Saturday. Yes, Kurt, 5150. I did say pick. Guitar pick.
No, that's Boner James channel. Show me your...
Oh, hey now.
That's OnlyFans. That's a whole different...
OnlyFans?
What are you talking about?
Boner's in the top 5% of all male performers on OnlyFans. Didn't you know?
I guess somebody talked him into it.
Do it. Do it.
I gotta get all the Star Wars effects in tonight. We did the blast doors already.
Open the blast door.
No, this is my one night to get all these in.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Let's see what else. Oh yeah, you used that earlier.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
2 of them.
2 of them.
I've just about had enough of you.
Yeah, and I'm sure the chat is saying that about us tonight at the end of this show.
I've just about had enough of you.
Right.
So with that, let me get over here and we'll get a little exit music going. Song I wrote, ripping off a riff from the end of the Matrix movie song.
Oh, I love this one. It's that sweet dissonance that comes back.
Yeah.
Sweet
So we will say goodnight to everybody. Just catching the last few people here in the end of the chat. Patty Dill, have a good night. Thank you for coming out. Keith Campbell, it's always good to see you out. Thanks for coming. Kurt 5150.
See you all, my friends.
Good to see you.
Kurt!
Let's see. William Da Silva. S. McMillan. Not the only fans. Mr. Mick. Patty Deal, yes. Laz Raid. Make sure that everybody that goes over to Laz's say that you came over from OU812 show. Tell them that Trev, R2R3, and OU812 sent you over. So that let's just go over and irritate Laz.
Rocking.
So I'll see everybody over there. I'll come over and say hey, but
I'm probably going to switch to
he
my
gets...
cell phone and throw some wings on the grill.
All right. Yeah. Well, we will catch you in just a bit. Dan Gorman, see you later. Dan in New Jersey. Good to see you coming out. Appreciate everybody. GTR 1952. Is that guitar 1952 or is it GTR 1952?
Well, it could be both.
GTR 1952. I don't know. It's a conundrum. I don't know what to do with that name.
Yeah.
Just keep coming back, and I'll just have to keep trying to figure out what we
Crossover from Ben Coons.
Nice. Hip Metalworks. Kim, good to see you. Rob Blackmore. I already said you might.
Actually, you were wrong, Hip. We will see you on Saturday for the Water Buffalo meeting.
Awesome. Alonzo, we'll check you later. Bird. All right, we're out of here. Everybody, see you next time. We'll be on for Sunday Chat and Jam. R2, R3, you going to be there?
When's that?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday.
It's Saturday for some
Between
reason. I
Saturday
confused
and
with what Trav said Saturday. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday's the Water Buffalo meeting. That's it.
Yeah,
Sunday
that's
Chat
right.
and Jam. You joining us? Yeah?
Yes, Sunday.
Awesome. How about you, Trev? You going to jump in with us?
Oh, hell yeah. You
Awesome.
can keep me away. When's our next acoustic jam?
We may be due for one of those. We can do that this Sunday if you want.
Mother's
I
Day,
would
maybe?
do a
Are you
poll,
going to do
but-
a Mother's Day show? Or you guys
Mother's Day show.
Oh, man, when is Mother's Day?
Yeah, in a week or two. Coming up.
Well, see, my wife, her birthday is the 13th, so it always falls right near Mother's Day. So I'll have to see what the boss says about it. So
Too soon.
Yeah.
We'll update on that Sunday.
We'll update on that Sunday. So, all right. So we'll see everybody for acoustic Sunday Chat and Jam this coming Sunday, 5 o'clock Eastern. So anybody in the chat wants to jump in, get your acoustic out, and jam some stuff, send me an email. I believe my email link is down below, ou812yt@gmail.com. So we'll catch everybody next time around. See everybody over at Laz's, and see you next time.
Peace, everybody.